Another important topic is how to properly structure a seller credit. Seller credits have become much more common recently, and what a seller credit is and how it works is that a buyer from their initial offer has requested a credit to offset some of their closing costs. The reason for it is they're basically financing part of their closing costs. So the way that works for sellers, if someone offers you $500,000 or they offer you $505,000 with $5,000 of that to pay their closing costs, to use a seller, that's still going to end up as $500,000 in your pocket. To a buyer, and the reason it benefits them and ultimately why it can benefit you as a seller is it conserves cash. So it can give them more confidence that they've got a little bit more cash in their pocket. And if they can qualify for the higher loan, then really what they're doing is they're trading $15 or $20 a month for an extra $5,000 in their pocket. If that gives them the confidence to pay more for your house, then that's great. The other things that they can use it for is they could use it to buy a point, which means they could lower their rate over the next 30 years, which same thing could give them the confidence to pay more for your house. Or they could use that to pay their mortgage insurance if they've got less than a 20% down payment. So there's a lot of reasons why a seller credit might make sense as a seller, but there's really not a lot of thought put into it by the selling agents or the seller side often. So the only real consequence you have as a seller is that the property needs to appraise for the higher price. So if and when you ever agree to a seller credit, you need to include language that says that if the appraised price is between the net and the gross price for you as a seller, that the credit and the price will be reduced to keep your net the same. So in the example I just gave, if the property appraised at $502,000, you would be asked to reduce your price to accommodate the appraisal. But the only reason the price was over $500,000 is you were accommodating the buyer. So this is a reasonable request by a seller, and most buyers won't complain about it at all, and it protects you in the unlikely circumstance that the appraisal is between your net and your gross prices. So properly considering and structuring a seller credit can save you thousands of dollars in your transaction.